Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back here to today's edition of Intuitive Angling, and much appreciated you guys swinging by the channel to check today's video out. Got a good one for you all today, guys. I'm going to show you how to build and how to rig what I call half a swim bait. This is a technique that works really good in the month of December and January, sometimes into February. It's a little modification I'm going to show you guys how to do. And if you're catching fish on a swim bait like those, 3-4 inch swim bait, this is going to add up to a lot more bites for you guys once I show you how to do it. So I'm going to get into that in today's video. Also, guys, quick invitation. Just like to invite everybody out there. Please check out my Fish the Moment lake map breakdowns. We got all of our winter maps on the site right now. If you guys are looking for some good places to fish on your favorite lakes this winter, Fish the Moment lake map breakdowns that I build for the site is a great resource. I'll link that in the description. And also, guys, anyone interested in booking an on-the-water lesson with me, you can do that by going to my Facebook page, Randy Blockett Professional Angler. Just shoot me a private message there. Really appreciate that. Okay, guys, here's the standard wintertime swim bait setup. It's usually, like a 3.5 inch swim bait. This is the Megabass Spark Shad. I'll link all this stuff in my description to you guys if you'd like to get some of these. But this is pretty much the standard setup here. Little 3-inch swim bait, works really good in clear water situations all winter long. It's probably a staple. It doesn't matter if you're a live scoper or just a regular fisherman, guys. Wintertime, a little swim bait is a deadly bait. Now, what I'm going to show you here is just a really simple modification. This is the Megabass 3-inch Spark Shad. Now, what I do with it is I cut it in half. And I'm going to show you guys what it looks like. Maybe not quite in half, maybe about like that or so. And I'm going to cut that thing back almost to like where the little pectoral fins are. And then I'm going to put this thing on there, and then I'm going to do a little bit of trimming on it. And show you the difference that it has here. Now, once you do put this on there, I like to trim the plastic around the head to where it's sort of like flush with it a little bit. So you might have to do a little bit of modifications with that. But what it turns out, guys, is this little bitty tidbit like this. This is like, look at that little thing there. It's like a little, 1.5 inch long swim bait. Thing is like freaking deadly looking. And the thing about this is, if you guys have seen a lot of the minnows in the wintertime, a lot of them are this size here, like the little 1.5 inch long minnows. And guys, there's something about this, is just by downsizing like this, taking about 1/2 inch off the bait, it will definitely add up to a lot more strikes for you. Now, there's going to be some situations where this works better than others. Now, if you're fishing in a lake that has a little bit of watercolor, say your visibility is down around 3 feet or so, and you've got a heavy largemouth population, probably not going to be that good of a deal. But if you have a lake that has water visibility specifically over about 4 foot in clarity, which a lot of lakes do in the wintertime, a lot of lakes will clear up, water clarity over 4 feet, and then if you've got some type of a mixed species of bass lake, like a lake that's got a mix of largemouth, spotted bass, and smallmouth, that makes it even all better. Especially if you're heavy on the spotted bass, like all you guys that fish like Lake Lanier in Georgia, or Lake Norman in North Carolina, this would be freaking deadly for that. Spotted bass love these little downsized offerings here. But most of the time, I'm fishing it on 6-pound test Seaguar Invisex line. I've got it on the 1/8 ounce Megabass okashira jighead that looks just like a little fish there. And fishing it around, points most of the time. It's like you can't go wrong just by fishing it on secondary and main lake points. If you guys have those lakes that have the blueback herrings in it, those ditches are going to be pretty good. And sorry for the sniffling, guys. I got a heck of a cold right now. I've just been sniffling and sneezing like crazy today. But I just basically run points with it. I mean, here in the Ozarks, I'll just get on, varying degrees of slope points, usually get my boat out probably in about 25 to 30 foot of water, and I just fan cast around. I try to pay attention to where I'm seeing the bait on my depth finder. So I may, graph around a point a little bit, and if I see some shad 5, 10, 15, 20 foot down, that's the depth I'll concentrate on. Sometimes I'll throw it out there and let it go to the bottom and reel it in. Sometimes I'll throw it out there and just let it go 5 or 10 feet. Just depends on where I'm seeing most of the action at. But anyway, there's just something about the smaller size, guys, that adds up to a lot of fish. I mean, you'd be surprised how many bass will hit it in the wintertime with the cut down version that won't hit a normal size version. there's just that's what's sort of unique about wintertime bass is one thing you'll find out in the month of December, and specifically even more so in January, is you need to downsize everything. Downsize your jerk baits, downsize your swim baits, go to small Alabama rigs. They want smaller baits as that water gets colder. So just a quick little tip, guys. I know it'll help you get a few more bites. Give it a try, and we'll talk later.